is stuff that your guys' class already knows, but for second period, they were just like a tiny bit out of sync with you guys. So now you guys are both caught up. That is the purpose of this Zoom room right here. So to submit your final, hi, welcome back. To submit your final, let me pull it up on your thread here. Please don't mash the keyboards. Thank you. Okay. So your thread is posted. You've got your finals link right here to Veka.5, which is where you will upload your PowerPoint, your visual aid. Good morning. Whatever you've been working on these last few days, and it is due tomorrow by midnight. You need to have up for Vacation.5. It's your final for this course. And you need your 5 minimum slides right here. I know we went over these, but if you look at them, they're a lot like a 5-paragraph essay. You got your introductory paragraph, your conclusion paragraph, and then your 3 main reasons that you should visit your destination. Real quick, the introduction and conclusion are pretty self-explanatory. You have already done the work on Veka.4 for your transportation and lodging. You just need to have a slide that explains those. Cost is interesting. You can have a single slide that talks about the entire breakdown of your costs, or you can interspace them throughout the PowerPoint, just as long as there is evidence of your cost in the slides or the posters or whatever video you decide that you are making for this project. Costs need to be present in there somewhere. Hey, good morning. So you need at least 1 slide for an activity. It can be a single activity, or it can be all the activities that you have in mind for this vacation, but you need at least 1 slide that is dedicated to activities. And that's the research you did from Veka.2. You should already have your introduction completed from Veka.3. And then you can add any more slides than this, but this is the minimum required. You need at least 5 slides on your visual aid before you submit it. What I also want you to submit with this is the however you've been keeping track of how much things cost. Whether that is the cost tracking sheet that I provided, whether that is your own budgeting sheet, whether that is your own Word doc with a bunch of links on it, whatever works for you. I don't particularly mind. Just let me know what is the cost tracking sheet, or prove to me that you've been keeping track of how much things are running you. Because that is your works cited for this project. So I know that you guys are actually doing the research. But you guys have done most of the hard work already. You've done all the research. You've got some places to go and how you get there in mind. So you just need to combine it together into a PowerPoint and submit it by tomorrow at midnight. And then that is your final for Future Ready. I'm not sure what we're going to do with the next week or with the finals weeks. I typically don't do too much since we're usually finished. So if you need you can look forward to either a break from your other finals or catching up with missing assignments for this course, if that's something that interests you. But if you're happy with your grade now, then you don't have too much to worry about for the 3rd period final day. And tomorrow I'm going to go over that final schedule so that you have it in a Zoom room as well as in a thread in case you need to reference it. It is kind of confusing. It took me like 3 passes this morning to get it really locked down, but I'm also kind of, my brain is not very wrinkly at this point. It's kind of smooth. Information just slides right off. Anyway, that's what you need to finish up by tomorrow at midnight. You have all of today and all of tomorrow's period to complete that. Use your time wisely. If you go to your thread, I have linked some example, what is it called? Vacation PowerPoint presentations. You just click on the examples here link. Any of them that do not have a crown. So if they have a crown, it's for PowerPoint Pro users, which we are not. But if we look at this Paris Monuments one, you can download the template straight to PowerPoint, straight to Google Slides. So if you've not started yet, you can use a template for the same amount of points, but you do need to have something in, even if it's halfway completed, by tomorrow at midnight, okay? Is everybody clear on that? You gotta have something turned in by tomorrow at midnight. Even if it's not done, half done is still worth half points, which is way better than no points. So turn something in tomorrow by midnight. Use your class time wisely today and tomorrow. I can still help you. It's not a traditional final where I'm not allowed to give you advice or input. I can still do that since this is your project, but you do need to have all the stages complete. in order to do that. Sorry, that was so loud. Does that make sense? Anybody have any questions on that? Okay, sweet. I'll let you guys get to work.